What's up, guys? JP here. So, can you believe it's been 1 year already since receiving our 2022 Indian Challenger Dark Horse icon? Um, uh, just only have about 600 miles on the bike in total. It just got its first service done. We were waiting for some parts on back order. They finally came in a couple months ago. We got the passenger floorboards here, really nice upgrade, real comfortable for the wife, and the Fox Live Body rear shock is finally here. Really awesome when you get the live body exhaust. Come over here and turn it on for you. So when you put in your body weight as the rider, and then you can add your passenger's body weight, the bike actually, you can feel it between your legs actually move closer to the ground or raise up. So it actually moves. I ended up getting this sissy bar. Something to note for you guys, you do have to order these little cups from Indian if you don't get a sissy bar from Indian. So those plastic cups fit all these aftermarket sissy bars. I want to say this is M Customs. I think the letter M and Customs, I think, is where I got this sissy bar. I can't remember. I've had that on there a while now, but wanted something a little sporty looking, still comfortable. It also has two positions, so we can actually adjust it to lean back a little bit as well. But now that the screen is on, I'll show you guys here. You go to your settings. Now down here is a quick feature here. You can go shock preload. Like right now I'm a solo rider. I can click it. It'll add my passenger on there. You program your passenger's weight. You can tell it if you're carrying luggage. Go to all settings, vehicle. I did turn off my cylinder deactivation. Apparently I'm in a wind tunnel of leaves for this video, because I did notice my engine was kind of rattling a lot when the cylinder would deactivate. That's one complaint about this bike so far. Dealer said it was fine when they looked at it, said that's normal, so I just ended up shutting it off so it doesn't kill the cylinders on it. But here we go, sorry. That's under vehicle for sure. Oh yeah, shock preload right there. So here is your shock setting for the electronic ride. I have my body weight set in here, and then when you go to passenger, I have my passenger's weight set in here, and so the bike adjusts. I do notice that it does ride significantly better than the factory shock. I came up through Interstate 80 from Reno, and it was, I mean, it just felt more alive cornering this bike with just me on it. But it just felt more reactive, especially in sport mode. And I know that these use the lean angle sensors and all the wheel speed sensors and everything kind of collectively in the computer kind of to calibrate the stiffness of the shock and everything. So it does definitely ride a whole lot better. So again, that's pretty much the only updates we've done on the bike. But we're gonna go for just a quick ride. Probably I don't have a mic yet, so probably just do a voiceover, but we'll go for a quick ride, mount the camera on the helmet there, and yeah, let's go for it. All right, right now we're just getting the GoPro helmet set up. So you guys will notice on the dash there's two orange lights. It is, I believe, your ABS and traction controllers, some sort right there. Two orange ones on the right hand side. Those will go off when you start rolling past like 1 or 2 miles an hour. So just so you know, that's normal. They don't go off until they sense actual wheel speed. Right here I'm setting the bike to sport. It does work pretty good with gloves. So my gloves are Not anything special, just regular leather gloves, and it seems to work pretty good. A lot of wind noise in the background here, so one thing is I'll be getting some new microphones here shortly that I'll be able to put inside the helmet, block out some of this wind noise, especially on a lot of my other videos. I'll be able to, when using some of the impact guns and stuff like that, kind of help with the sound during the recording. One of my favorite things about this bike in particular is the ability to lean. I mean, it's got a very large lean angle for a complete bagger. I can really dip this thing down into the corners and stuff. Here we're not doing it so much, but yeah, it really handles very much like a sports bike, and I grew up riding sports bikes, so this is my first bagger ever. So I'm very happy with it overall. The power windshield is a very nice feature. Earlier in the video you saw it come up right as I took off from the driveway there, but very nice to have that power windshield. You put it up to where you need it, kind of help block that wind. Another thing about this bike is I am only 5'7", so I stand perfectly flat-footed on this bike. I've made no adjustments to it. It's very easy. A little bit different than the Harleys. I mean, there's tons of Harley guys out there that absolutely love Harleys, and nothing wrong with them, but Harley uses their transmission, their transfer case on their transmission is off to one side, which really makes the bike uneven when you're getting it up off the kickstand, especially when you're somebody short like I am. So Indian, their transmission is very linear with the motor, so the stick out on both sides of the bike are pretty even, which really helps with the overall center of gravity on this bike, and I'm very, very happy with it. Some of the other features on the bike that I basically replicated the Elite model minus the rear saddlebag speakers and the amplifier. I originally was going to do the amplifier, but after talking to the techs over at Indian, they said that with just the upgraded front speakers, no amplifier, this thing really puts out good sound, and I do agree. But I didn't want the saddlebag speakers because, I use my saddlebags, and I didn't want that extra space being taken up by speakers, especially because if worst case scenario, I have Bluetooth in my helmet, so I can always use that if I really wanted to. See here, the bike just really leaned really nicely. Super easy to control. Honestly, sometimes I forget I am on a full-size 750, 800-pound bagger. So just overall, after 1 year of owning it, I know that I only have about 600 miles. We had a very extended winter this year. We had snow here in northern Nevada till like early June, and then our cold winter nights came in September. So we had about 2.5 months of summer this year, which is kind of ridiculous. But overall, 1 year of ownership, would it be a bike I recommend? 100%. I am very happy with it overall. I can only think of a few things I dislike. One of the other things I do dislike about the bike, and it sounds like it may only be my bike that does this, is it cranks really slow ever since day one. So it's not a bad battery, and I do have a battery tender this thing stays on, but it just cranks really slow when it hasn't been started in a few days, and it sounds like the battery is struggling. And even the technicians, when I took it in for its first service, thought the battery was low. So that's kind of one of those things that, it starts every time, but it just really sounds like it's fighting the engine compression. So something kind of to note there. Quick final walk around of this 1 year review. Again, very happy with the purchase. If you would like to see more motorcycle content from this channel, please comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone.